Hello Leo, welcome to your September forecast for the year of 2017. I am Kyana Mayfield from LibraLunaCenter.com, and I'm so sorry that these September forecasts are so late, but hopefully October will be much quicker, right? So September for everyone has been a preliminary month between the August eclipse season, which contained the Leo Aquarius eclipses, if you do remember, right? And next month in October, which is when Jupiter will be coming into Scorpio and officially launching us off into the next chapter of our lives, right? That the eclipse season somewhat downloaded into us, right? This is the harvesting of what this year has been for us. This is the harvesting of how we need to change to make way for this new chapter, right? And Leo, I'm seeing you, especially because you had the eclipses in your sign. You had the eclipse in your sign, right? Last month. This month in September has been like preparing for the new role. If you think of an actor or an actress and they they have to memorize their lines, they have to research their character, they have to make the preparations for their performance, right? This is what you're doing now. You're preparing for the new role that you're taking on in your life, right? And the new role begins when Jupiter moves into Scorpio, right? Jupiter moving into Scorpio in your 4th house. This is the integration of a new personality for yourself, and making big changes in your home environment and your personality, and your emotional foundation, right? What the emotional foundation has been for you is becoming much more intense, much more concrete, right? And so, Leo, we begin on September 6th with the full moon in Pisces, speaking to the culmination of what occurred for you. Think back to February 26th, earlier this year, which is when we had the new moon solar eclipse in Pisces. And for you, this is happening in your 8th house, of closeted emotions, right? All of these skeletons are coming out of the closet now. Wherever you've been hiding from yourself, or hiding from other people, perhaps within yourself, it's all coming out on the table now. Everything is coming to a head. Everything that is dirty in your closet is coming out now. You're airing out the dirty closet within your psyche, right? Putting everything that has contributed to this feeling of being dissatisfied out on the table, right? Because Leo, you're changing yourself, right? As you have the North Node in your sign, this next year for you, until we get to November next year, 2018, this next year for you is all about changing yourself, right? Preparing for the performance, right? Getting on stage and being in the limelight, and having the light shown on you directly. You are the star of the show at this point, right? And before we get to that, the nodal axis had been in Virgo and Pisces for a couple years, since the end of 2015, right? And for you, this had been in your 2nd and 8th house, and this had been in the area of, the stabilization of yourself, right? Like looking at how you can become more independent without relying so much on the opinions or the approval of other people, right? And as you develop this new confidence within yourself, as you step into the limelight, as you step into this whole new role, this whole new chapter of your life, and the next phase of yourself, everything that's been repressed or hidden away has to come to the surface. And you have to be completely honest with yourself and with those around you about what you really feel, right? About what has been below the surface all of this time. So the more honest you are, the more transparent you allow yourself to be, the more you air things out, the more you were able to see, especially with the South Node in your opposite sign, the more you were able to see, Leo, who's on your side, who you take with you, and who you do not take with you, right? Who's going to be a part of your next chapter? Who's going to be, the co-star? And who will not be? Who does no longer need to be on your movie set, right? And this is looking at not only relationships, but your entire relationship with the outer world, right? Your social position. This is looking at, your job. This is looking at your career. This is looking at any partnerships or exchanges or transactions you participate in the grand scheme of things, right? You're looking at everything from an objective perspective, right? As you have this stellium happening for you in Virgo, in your second house of the constructing of the new role, right? Of the new character you're stepping into. You have to be extra diligent about your resources, right? Your assets, or what is a liability, what is draining you, what is keeping your emotions closeted, right? What is contributing to that? And what ultimately does bring you a sense of satisfaction, what ultimately does bring you a sense of making progress in your life, making progressive change in how you orchestrate your reality. Who allows that to unfold and who does not? It's a similar energy to Taurus, but you have to be extra diligent, Leo, about I'm hearing the co-stars of the set, right? And as well, where you invest your time and energy into. You can't invest your time and energy into things which are not of your own making. Because you are building yourself from the inside out, basically building yourself from scratch all over again with the North Node in your sign. You have to be completely different from who you once were. And with that, you can't take anything that is not you, right? You can't, meaning not taking anything that is not you, meaning not taking anything that is not of your heart frequency, right? You have to be extra diligent about what resonates and what doesn't, what contributes to a greater degree of self-knowledge, of self-discovery, and what does not, right? What pulls you away from who you are? What pulls you away from your source? What are the whispers that somewhat deter you off from your path, right? And so this is all culminated to September 19th, which is when we have the new moon in Virgo happening in your second house. And this new moon in Virgo will be squaring over to Saturn in Sagittarius, as well as opposing Chiron in Pisces. And there's a very grounded, healing type of energy to this new moon, right? And it happening in your second house, Leo, what you're healing and what you're grounding is a new level of self-esteem, a new level of confidence in your abilities, right? And also healing the body, right? Getting more active, being more present, being more physical, right? This is in particular reference to the practicalities of your life, like how much money you need for whatever venture you're starting, let's just say, or what are the things to set into motion? What needs to change in your financial status in order for you to get to the next chapter, right? In order for you to build the next life? Like, what are the assets you need? What are the skills you need to develop in order to even make it happen, right? You can't be who you were before, so you have to change, like, your routines. You have to change how you apply yourself. You have to change your habits, right? And this is helping you get to work. I'm seeing this as a major sense of this can be you in particular, Leo. A lot of Leos out there, as you are discovering yourself over this next year, there may be a particular project that may be in the works, a new project that's in the works, right? Or a new way of developing an income stream, perhaps, a new income stream, or a new revenue stream, right? Getting to work in a new way, right? Because how you use your energy ultimately contributes to the new identity that you're building, right? And I'm seeing this project, whatever it is that you're working on, Leo, even if this is just the construction of yourself, because you may be the ultimate project that you are working on, right? Versus anything external or financial, right? Or even relationship oriented. whatever project you're working on, whatever it is that you're looking to build, it needs to be creative. It needs to come from your heart. And there is a level of practicality that you have to bring to this, right? You can't allow other people or feeling like you need the investment or the validation of other people to somewhat sway you away from it, right? You have to be the one to invest your time and energy into whatever it is that you're looking to build, because other people will not do it for you. With the South Node in Aquarius in your 7th house, you have to pull yourself away from needing the applause. You have to pull yourself away from needing the validation before you can get to work on whatever it is that you're looking to build, right? You have to be the one to stand up. You have to be the one to have the courage to be your own supporter, first and foremost, right? So there is a level of independence that is built into this new moon for you. And there may be the need to build new skills, right? To build new confidence by building the skills and the resources that you'll need to be able to make it happen, right? So this is culminated on the 28th as we come to not only getting into the autumn equinox with the sun in Libra, which is going over where Jupiter has been for a year now, but Jupiter in Libra will be in exact opposition to Uranus in Aries retrograde, happening for you in your 9th house, right? And they will be in exact opposition, right? 27 degrees. And as well, on that same day, September 28th, Pluto will be coming direct for you in your 6th house. And Leo, you're getting ready for a new world, right? You're getting ready for a new environment, as everyone is. All of the zodiac signs are in some form and capacity. But for you, the way to immerse yourself into this new environment is to expand, right? There is this major emphasis for you, Leo, on not remaining where and who you are. So you have to dive into the learning process all over again. It's like that going back to school type of situation, right? You can either choose to remain stuck in the phase you're in, right? The life that you're in by staying in wherever you've been, right? Staying in the same environment, staying with this, the same skills that you've had since let's just say for 10 years you've never updated your skills, right? You've never gone to a course, you've never gone to a class. But this is the time now to make the decision to be better. This is a very I'm seeing like a self-development, personal development, even like a 12-step type of program, type of energy happening for you now. And the key to change is to absorb, is to learn by connecting with people who have what you do not. So this is not the same as looking for validation. This is not the same as looking for applause for what you're creating, but by surrounding yourself with people who provide you with things, who provide you with new ways of behavior that are able to balance out your vision, right? Balance out your vision and help you believe in yourself again, believe in your dreams by you can be surrounding yourself with teachers right now. That would be the ideal situation, to surround yourself with people who you believe are more skilled than you in a particular area of your life. So even if this is like, if you're looking to build a relationship, you may be looking into relationship coaches, or surrounding yourself with people who have been married for however many years, right? Or if you're looking to build a new project, you may want to go back to school to be able to acquire the skills to be able to make the project work at its highest capacity, right? It doesn't need to be a traditional choice, but in some sense you're needing to surround yourself with people who have what you don't, if that makes sense. right? Or if you are looking to start a new business as well. Another option would be surrounding yourself with investors, right? Especially with Pluto coming into its direct motion on the same day in your 6th house. This is a very practical, very hardworking type of aspect, right? There is this need to step into your power by just grinding it out, by just being here, Leo. You have so much power at your feet, right? You have so much that you can do right now. You have so much opportunity to make it happen. But it's all about grinding it out. It's all about just being here, right? Just grinding it out day in, day out. Like, I know you want to play and you want to party and you want to, have these dreams and, just stay in the fire aspect of it all. The fire aspect of it all without, applying it practically. If you want to make it happen, Leo, you have to be the one to make the steps forward with whatever it is, right? And that requires just being present, just logging in. So do what you have to this month, right? Especially by September 28th. And throughout October, through Libra season, as it will be going over your 3rd house as well. This is a great time to just get out of your comfort zone. Do the things that you fear doing, like get out there, make new connections, create conversations, right? Create conversations about whatever it is you're building. Put in the effort to develop yourself, to grow in the area that you want to. Read books, learn, absorb in any way that is suitable for you. Watch YouTube videos. Learn new skills that are able to supply you with this new level of confidence that you'll be needing, and this new level of courage that you'll be needing to make the most of this North Node in Leo story that will be an ongoing theme for the next year. So, yes, get out of your comfort zone this month, Leo, because this is the only way to create a new identity for yourself. You have to surround yourself with people you've never known. You have to surround yourself with things you've never known before. It's not just people. It doesn't have to be just people if you're not a people person, There's so much waiting for you. There's so much of yourself waiting for you to uncover it, right? This is a very high self-discovery time, and you have to be the one to dig in the trenches, especially when Jupiter comes into Scorpio. You'll be having to dig through the trenches of the innermost core of who you are, so that you can shine brighter than you've ever shone before. So thank you very much, Leo, for watching. Be sure to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising/ascendant sign, as well as any stelliums you may have in a particular sign. So let's just say you have 4 or more planets in Aries. You may want to check out that video as well, as it may contain information that is relative to your personal natal chart. But of course, listen to your personal intuition first and foremost, as this is your internal GPS system that you must listen to above and beyond all type of intuitive advice that is given over the internet, of course. So thank you very much for watching again, Leo. I hope you all have a wonderful September. And if you would like a personal reading with me, I do have links in the description below for you to be able to do so. So, Leo, I will see you all in October next month.